I told you one of Gilbert's most affordable master plan communities not only has pools, parks, and courts, but even has its own downtown area? Today we are breaking apart and fully explaining everything to know about Gilbert's Cooley Station. I am Courtney, your local Phoenix realtor, here to share all things Phoenix and the East Valley. So if you have any questions about buying or selling or relocating, reach out. So maybe you're looking for a home with your family, or perhaps you're a young business professional, or maybe even a retiree. There is most likely something for you in this community. So we're going to break apart the neighborhoods and then ultimately share really what makes Cooley Station so unique compared to the other master plan communities in the Southeast Valley. So Cooley Station is on the southeast part of Gilbert, right along the 202. So you can really break down Cooley Station into about 5 different segments. So there's 4 areas surrounding Verde at Cooley Station, and Verde at Cooley Station is that downtown area. And then in addition, we have this kind of lone area called Cooley Station North, and this is just north of the 202. So when we're talking about the location of Cooley Station, you are about 35 miles from downtown Phoenix. So if you are planning on commuting to that area, I would anticipate a commute probably around 45 to 60 minutes. So although Cooley Station isn't necessarily central to downtown Phoenix, I would say though it is very central in the Southeast Valley. You really are close to so many great amenities. You're only 2 blocks away from Santan Village Mall. You're right off the 202. And if you live here in Phoenix already, you know that being close to the highway makes life and commuting so much easier. You're also right around the corner from Agritopia and the epicenter, and then only about 15 minutes to get to either downtown Chandler or downtown Gilbert. You're only 10 minutes from ASU Polytech, and then 10 minutes from the Phoenix Mesa Gateway Airport. And then on top of that, the amenities right in the center of Cooley Station are fantastic. You have the Fry's Marketplace right there. There's a hair salon, nail salon, AutoZone, Starbucks, and then you even have your local Cooley Station dental group. And this isn't even including the downtown area of Verde at Cooley Station, which we're going to talk a little bit more about later. So let's talk about the neighborhoods. So the neighborhoods are primarily comprised of single family homes. There are a few luxury apartments that we'll touch base about in a moment, but as you can see, most of these are single family homes, either 1 story or 2 stories. Now, I will say the staple component of these neighborhoods in Cooley Station are the amenities. You have these beautiful grass green spaces, you have parks, playgrounds, basketball courts, and several pool options. As far as the homes, a lot of the homes you will see have their own private driveway, but you'll see more of these 2-story type style homes that have shared driveway access. Now, the lots in these neighborhoods are on the smaller size. A lot of them are below 5,000 square feet. You'll also notice the homes, the colors do vary quite a bit, which personally I really enjoy. Some of these other neighborhoods you'll notice in Gilbert have the same exact color. The HOA requires them to have the same exact color. So just seeing the variety, I personally think gives the neighborhood a little more character. So although the lots are on the smaller size, one of the best parts of Cooley Station really is the affordability. Now, as of 2023, the median sales price in Gilbert is just shy of $600,000. It's $597,000 to be exact. In this neighborhood though, most of the homes are going to be lower that median sales price number here in Gilbert. In the past 6 months, the cheapest home actually sold for $425,000. One home did sell for $800,000, but the majority of homes are going to be between that $400,000 to $600,000 range. Now, I know for a lot of people, this may seem very expensive, but when we do look at Gilbert and the amenities that Cooley Station provides, these are pretty good home prices. One thing to note too with this master plan community is because you have all these great amenities, your HOA is going to be a little bit more expensive. A lot of the homes HOA monthly fee is about $120 to $140. There are some homes that are a little bit cheaper, but the majority of the homes are going to be closer to that $120, $140 range. But considering that you have several pool options, court options, the landscaping is always well maintained, in my opinion, you do get your money's worth. It really is a clean community. Now, as I mentioned before, there really are about 5 different areas in Cooley Station. The first section we're gonna look at is actually the OG section, and this is just southeast of Verde. The construction here started around 2005. Now, a lot of the homes in Cooley Station were built by Fulton Homes, but some of the homes here you'll also see built by Capital Pacific. Now, because this area is slightly older than some of its counterparts, the vegetation has had time, or the landscaping has had time to mature. So overall, it does feel a little greener here, and the trees provide more shade. Now, right outside the actual neighborhood, they did start a new development. It's called the Album. The Album is an active 55+ community, and they do have options for villas, apartments, and cottages. So the next part of Cooley Station we're gonna look at, we're actually gonna jump north of 202, and this area is called Cooley Station North. So Cooley Station North is actually one of the more established areas as well. A lot of these homes started to be built in 2006, 2007, and similar to the last area that we talked about, you can see the landscaping is much more mature. It does feel cooler in this area too, yes, because you have so many streets that are tree lined. You have tons of green space, great pool options, and definitely some great playgrounds as well. Now, this neighborhood is not huge, but there is something about it when you first enter into this neighborhood on Benjamin Row. The tree-lined street really makes it so aesthetically pleasing. It might be my favorite part of Cooley Station. Now we're gonna jump back to the more main section, and we're gonna look at the 2 different neighborhoods north of Verde. Now, both of these areas are pretty similar. A lot of the homes were built in 2016, 2017, so it is slightly newer construction. Now, in these 2 areas outside of the residential area of the single family homes, you are going to see a few apartment complexes. Now, a lot of these apartment complexes are luxury style apartments. I believe you can get a 1-bedroom around $1,500 a month, but a lot of the 2-3 bedrooms can be above $2,000 a month actually. Now, these homes are very similar style. Again, you have 1-story and 2-story homes. You will see some homes that have private driveways, and then again, there are some homes that you have shared driveway access to your house. Now, because it is a newer community, you don't have as much shade from trees, but in my opinion, the amenities are slightly nicer, so trees or better amenities. The newest area of Cooley Station is right southeast of Fry's Marketplace Shopping Center. So this area is called Fulton Homes at Cooley Station, and the homes are built by Fulton, of course. So some of the homes were built pre-COVID, but we did see a lot of construction built here in the past 2 to 3 years. And if you are looking for a new build, there are still a few options available. Now, similar to the last area we talked about, because this area is newer, you don't see as much mature landscaping. But I will say, Fulton Homes stepped up the amenity game, and the parks and the pools here are incredible. Every time I'm in this neighborhood too, even when it's hot, there are so many families out, and it definitely creates this lively vibe in this neighborhood. And I actually should add, the family environment or the vibe that you see, this is something you actually see across the entire master planned community. But what really makes Cooley Station exceptional and stand out compared to other master planned communities really is their downtown area, or Verde at Cooley Station. So this is a brand new mixed-use development area. So it's comprised of 23 acres. There are new luxury apartments coming in. You have retail, you have office space, you have restaurants, bars. Brass Tap is a great place that just opened if you like beers. There's also Crust, the Italian restaurant. There's even a speakeasy called the Blue Heron. There's even a gym, there's a spa, and there's even this retail store that recently opened called Sip and Shop. And it's exactly what it sounds like. You can have a cocktail and shop around the store. So this could be the best thing or maybe the worst thing for you. But either way, it's a great experience. You should check it out. Now, they really did a great job of making this area very vibrant. You'll see art around all the buildings, but the best part is the Central Park, or the green is what they call it, in the center of Verde. And the green, the use of this space, is really where they've done a fantastic job curating this sense of community. So on their website, you can see a list of events that are held in this green area. So on Fridays, when it's not outrageously hot, they actually do have concerts and music performers up on their mini amphitheater. They also hold workout classes, and if you have little kids, they actually have what they call a play date, and they will bring out music and chalk. They even have a bounce house. So really in this area, you have all these amenities of living in a big city, but they've really done a great job of creating a community that feels like a small town. But if you want to learn more about different neighborhoods in Gilbert, I do have this video right here breaking down some of the best areas in Gilbert. There's good stuff in this video. Don't miss it. Again, thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a fantastic day.